Jimmy Key was disappointed that he was passed over for the starting assignment in Game 1. Ground ball to shortstop Manuel Lee in the hole, guns it over in the dirt. Good scoop by Olruth, and Glenn's retired for the first out of the game. Kirby Puckett is on deck for the Twins. Fastball hit in the air to straightaway center field. Devon White is back. He's there. He makes the catch for out number 2. And right now, let's go to the third member of our team, Leslie Visser. Les. Again, the 3-2 pitch. Gets a fastball and another fly to center field. Devon White, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Twins. They don't score, and the Blue Jays come up in the first inning. And this crowd is a lot louder than usual. And unhittable by the end of June, had an earned run average of 1.39. And then he missed 3 weeks because of a strained right elbow early in July, and it set him back. And he struggled the second half of the year, but he pitched well the last couple of starts. Bounding ball into the hole to the right side. Knobloch is there, and he retires White for the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. Swing and a miss, and Alomar goes down, and that is the first strikeout of the game. 2 outs in the Blue Jays' first.
Again, the
3-2 pitch hit in the air, deep to center field. Kirby Puckett back, jumps, it's gone off the wall, and it is a home run. It is off the back wall, and Carter has homered.
Homer Hankins.
3-2 pitch to Olruth, and it's outside ball 4. Olruth trots down to first. They don't need the noise, but they've got it tonight. Yeah. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ground ball off the leg of Erickson. The only play and no play for Gagne, and an infield hit for Gruber. 10, including a home run. He has been the best Blue Jays hitter against Scott Erickson. See what he does here, and hits a drive left field. Gladden going back, and it's off the base of the wall. Olruth will score. Gruber will be held at third, and in at second with a double is Candy Maldonado. Fastball in the air. Kirby Puckett going way back, and Puckett is there on the warning track. He was playing imperfectly, but the Blue Jays get 2 runs on 3 hits, including a Joe Carter home run, and this is it. It's 2-0 Toronto. And call strike 3. Fastball. Davis, they have been expecting the breaking pitch. He takes a strike. And the first strikeout of the game for Jimmy Key.
Early in the game, look at it coming out of his glove and hand.
Breaking ball, back to the mound, and Key makes the play. 2 down here in the second inning. Ken Herbeck coming up. He's been having problems at the plate, and here's his reaction.
80 this year. He's had more at-bats against him and more success.
Ground ball to the right side. Roberto Alomar playing deep for Herbeck, and another 1-2-3 inning for Jimmy Key. Right now, we'll be back after this word as we send you to New York.
Professor Anita Hill spent almost 7 hours testifying,
I do not know him.
being questioned by senators about her charges. After her testimony, President Bush's press secretary, Marlon Fitzwater, promised that Judge Thomas would, and I'm quoting now, come back out and refute the charges.
But they are hitting Scott Erickson hard so far in this first inning and a third. Fly ball to center field. Kirby Puckett has his 3rd straight chance, and there are 2 away in the 3rd inning.
That's how magnified averages in postseason play can be. You saw the graphic on Manuel Lee, 0 for 6.
And it's Chopper backing up is Herbeck, and he flips to Erickson for the third out. So Erickson settles down and gets the Jays in order. And after 2 innings, it's 2-0 in favor of the Blue Jays. Alabama. His college baseball career at Clemson University. Hit sharply to Alomar on a hop. And now they say that he caught it on the fly. So Alomar made the catch on a line drive by Gagne.
A couple of inches off the turf in the glove.
Junior Ortiz on the first pitch. It's a high chopper to Olerud, who makes the play for the second out. Quickly 2 down in the Twins' third inning with the Blue Jays up 2-0. With the fine job he did as an interim manager when Cito missed 33 games because of the back problem. 1-2 is popped up to the center of the diamond. Roberto Alomar waves everyone away, and Jimmy Key has retired the first 9 he has faced. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern for Game 4 between the Twins and the Blue Jays. Roberto Alomar hits a line drive. Dan Gladden, playing imperfectly and playing him as a right-handed hitter, makes the catch for out number 1 here in the third inning. Left side of the infield, playing Carter to pull and deep. Good fastball swung on and missed, and Carter goes down. That is the second strikeout for Erickson, and there are 2 down here in the Blue Jays' third.
That's when you've got pretty good gas on the ball. When you
1-1 in the American League Championship Series. And Olerud walks for the second time. Setting up outside, and a ground ball hit to the shortstop. Gagne gets the force, and the side is retired. The Blue Jays lead 1, and after 3 complete here at the SkyDome, it's Toronto 2 and Minnesota 0. Since the '87 championship year. Ground ball hit right at Manuel Lee. 10 in a row set down by Jimmy Key. 1 down in the 4th.
Knobloch hits the ball either to center or to right. They don't try to pull Jimmy Key.
Grounded to third base. Gruber retires Knobloch after Key had fallen behind 3-0, and there were 2 down in the 4th inning.
And that's why hitters catch the outside edge. Came out a little early.
Fastball driven into right center field. Chasing it is Devon White, and it's between Carter and White, and Kirby Puckett will be safe at second with a double. And the first base runner and first base hit for the Minnesota Twins after Jimmy Key had retired the first 11 batters he faced. Basket catch, huh? Haven't seen many players use that since then. 2 balls and a strike. Reaching out on a ground ball. Gruber cuts in front of Lee. The throw to first. And Puckett's double is wasted. But the Twins get their first hit and lead 1. After 3.5 innings, it's 2-0 the Blue Jays. Rance Mullenix, the designated hitter, waiting to hit for the Jays. And he walks him to start the 4th. Well, Sunday, it's the NFL on CBS.
Took that many close pitches against Scott Erickson.
3-1. Let's see what Gaston does. And it's ball 4 outside. Mullenix draws a walk. Dick Such out of the Twins dugout to talk to his pitcher. Second is Maldonado. Mullenix with the lead at first. Nobody out in the 4th inning. Jays lead it 2-0. Squares to bunt and lays it down. It's a good one. Reyes at third to Knobloch, who finally gets his foot on the bag. The sacrifice by Borders, and the runners advance to second and third. Ground ball gloved by Erickson, and the runners have to hold the throw to first base in time. Lee is retired. Maldonado and Mullenix couldn't move, and there are 2 down. fastball is popped up down the left field line. Gladden coming over. He has a play, and he makes the catch to retire the side, and the Blue Jays lead 2 more in scoring position. And we'll be back after this message and a report from CBS News. Mack, Herbeck, and Gagne, the 3 hitters to face Jimmy Key. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Shane, and he hits a fly ball to right field. Going back is Carter, jumping, and it is off the wall. And Carter comes up limping. He jammed his foot, and going into third base with a triple is Shane Mack. And Carter is down. Reaches out and hits a bounding ball. Alomar's going home with it, and safe at home is Shane Mack. And the Twins now trail 2-1. Alomar decided to go to the plate. Mack beat the throw, and Herbeck is on at first base. There's the 3-1 pitch, ball 4, and Gagne draws a walk. Still nobody out in the 5th inning, and the first walk issued by Jimmy Key. We're at the SkyDome in Toronto, Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. Not the speediest base runner. Might be held at third if there is a base hit, and the ball is hit back to the mound. Key goes over to second to lead for 1. The throw to first, and they turn the double play as Herbeck advances to third. But a big double play for Toronto. Herbeck at third, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Leyes. Reaches out and hits a roll and a Lee at shortstop, and the throw is in time. Twins get a run, but they leave a man at third, and in the middle of the 5th inning here at the SkyDome, it's 2-1 in favor of the Blue Jays. Now has walked on to the on-deck circle after his ankle was taped, and Alomar leads off with a walk to start the Blue Jays 5th. That is the 5th base on balls given up by Scott Erickson, and here's Joe Carter, and he'll get a hand. West to face Carter with the count 1-2 when a left-handed batter is on deck. Jim.
Good question. West had success against Toronto back in July. Pitched a strong game against them.
And swung on and missed, strike 3. So Tom Kelly must have known something as Carter strikes out.
Tracting the pitcher.
And the count, ball 4. And Olerud walks for the 3rd time. Runners now at first and second. Knobloch trying to keep Alomar close to second. The ball in the dirt gets away from Ortiz. The runners will advance. Alomar to third. Olerud to second.
Down Minnesota.
Miss on a pitch up in the strike zone, and David West gets a very big strikeout, getting Gruber out number 2 now.
That's why the left versus right.
And strike 3 as Maldonado strikes out, and David West, after a wild pitch, strikes out Gruber and Maldonado with runners in scoring position. And we'll return to the SkyDome after this message and a word from your local station.
Pitches out there, he's trying to go the other way with it, make the adjustment.
And a one-hopper back to Key, who made a good pitch on Gladden for the first out here in the 6th. Good changeup by Jimmy Key. After showing some wildness and throwing 2 wild pitches. Good comeback for him. Curveball line down the left field line. Fair ball. Could be extra bases. Retrieved by Maldonado, and Knobloch is in at second with a double. So the rookie continues to play like anything but the right center field gap in the 4th inning with 2 outs. And he lashes a line drive to right field, fielded by Carter. They're going to wave Knobloch in. The throw is cut off. The play at the plate and safe at home. Olerud had cut it off and then threw to Borders, but Knobloch slid in safely anyway. And the game is tied at 2-2. Reach out and a line drive to Alomar, and Chili Davis will be doubled off at first base to end the inning. But the Twins get a run to tie it up at 2-2, and we'll be back after this message and a report from CBS News. He's got all of their runs and hits in the first inning tonight against Scott Erickson. But Tabler walks to start the sixth inning. For West, it's been feast or famine. He walked a batter and threw 2 wild pitches in the fifth inning, but came through. 2-1 pitch, and it's chopped to third. The throw to second for 1. The relay to first, double play. Well, Borders hits into a double play. Wilson is erased, and there are 2 down and nobody on base here in the sixth inning.
Heat or breaking ball hitters. He's going with mostly heat.
Big swing and a fly ball to center field, and Kirby Puckett will camp under this, and that'll retire the Blue Jays in the sixth inning. 2-2 the score as the Twins come up in inning number 7. Made the decision to go home, not the best decision to make. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And he goes around for the strikeout, and there's 1 away in the 7th. No earned runs in 9 innings of work. Strikes out on a fastball up in the zone. 2 strikeouts here in the 7th for Wells.
Well, if you're Greg Gagne, you've been looking at the soft curve and the sinker, and then here comes some high gas. Gagne's bat before it gets into the hitting area.
Junior Ortiz with 2 out. Hits a chopper in front of the mound. Wells is there in a 1-2-3 inning in his first inning of relief in the middle of the 7th inning. The Drummers pound away in a 2-2 game in the SkyDome.
Swinger when he was in California. More disciplined now.
And a bounding ball through the hole into left field for a base hit. That is the first base hit for the Jays since the first inning. Speed. Had 33 stolen bases during the regular year, and there's the bunt, a good one down the first base line. Herbeck has only 1 play, so Alomar sacrifices, and White is in scoring position with 1 out. So Carter is aboard, and with 1 out, of course, that sets up the force. Juan Guzman. So here's Olerud, who has walked 3 times tonight. Hits a fly ball to center field. Puckett is there. He makes the catch. Bluffing the tag up is Alomar. He stays at third. And there are 2 gone here in the 7th inning. Tuesday night's opening game. He's 1 for 3 with an infield hit. Runners at first and second and 2 down. Ground ball hit to the shortstop. Backing up Gagne. Goes to second for the force. And Willis again does his job. We have completed 7 innings in a tense game here at the SkyDome. The Twins and Blue Jays are all even. 3 base hit in the 6th inning. Scott Elias facing David Wells. Lifts a foul that goes out of play. Oh, is it caught? He caught it. Olerud makes a fine catch in the first row. Kept their arms down. They knew what was the best for the Blue Jays. We assumed they were Blue Jay fans. Gladden is 0 for 3 and hits a line drive to left field. Maldonado is going back on the track, and he makes the grab. Sharply hit by Dan Gladden for out number 2.
He'll give up the single, not the double.
Drive, and it's going to be a base hit to left field. Maldonado retrieves, and Knobloch is aboard. He's had 6 hits in 10 trips thus far in this season, in this series as a rookie, and there goes the runner, and the pitch is hit to the right side, and Henke will handle it, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning, still tied 2-2. About to complain to home plate umpire Larry Barnett. Chopper to third. Elias takes the play, and Maldonado's retired.
Anytime a hitter sees that sinking action on the ball without a lot of spin on it, which is the same action the split finger fastball has.
1-2 pitches slapped to the left side. Leyes backs up but gets it over to Herbeck in time for the second out. Right now, let's check in with Leslie Visser. Leslie?
To be out for the rest of the series, and he's a fun player to watch.
Pat Borders with 2 outs, hits a line drive to left, but Dan Gladden is there to make the catch, and a 1-2-3 inning. So Willis has retired all 11 he has faced in this series. We're tied going into the ninth. One of the 2 Minnesota runs this evening. Twins getting more production from the middle part of their batting order with a lineup change. But Davis swings and misses on a fork ball, and he's retired. Out number 1 in the top of the ninth.
Right there, Mack holds it up. It did not cross the front part of the plate.
So Mack swings at 2 bad pitches and becomes the second strikeout victim for Tom Henke here in the ninth inning. And he loses him. Herbeck walks with 2 out, and right now, let's go to Leslie Visser. Tom Henke strikes out the side, and the Blue Jays come up in the bottom of the ninth inning with a chance to win it.
This kind of pressure in the championship series.
Fastball, and he's out of there. Willis strikes out Lee, and there's 1 gone in the bottom of the ninth.
Manny Lee shakes his head, but no question about this.
Would come to bat. And a fastball hit in the air to left center field. Dan Gladden to track it down, and there are 2 gone in the ninth. In the right field, and Alomar keeps it going for the Blue Jays with a 2-out single here in the ninth inning. And that's the first hit and first base runner. Ground ball, gloved nicely by Herbeck, and steps on the bag for the 3rd out. And we go to extra innings. Here at the SkyDome, all tied 2-2. Ground ball slowly hit to Alomar, and Larkin is retired. 1 away in the top of the 10th inning. We'll have a new bottom third of the Minnesota Twins lineup. Newman, of course, replaced Gagne. We'll have Harper behind the plate, and Tags will go into play third. Line drive deep to right field. Going back is Ducey. It's gone. A home run for Mike Pagliarulo, and the Twins lead it 3-2. He hit 6 during the regular season, and Mike Timlin has given up a home run to pinch hitter Mike Pagliarulo. Team split in Minneapolis. Twins lead here, and a good bunt in front of the plate. Hustling is Timlin, and his throw hits the runner, and safe at first base is Gladden.
No argument from the Blue Jays. One of the things that an umpire always looks for.
There goes the runner, and the pitch is bounced right to Olerud, who steps on the bag. So there are 2 out. Gladden now is at second base.
3-2 game.
Good fastball, swung on and missed. But Pagliarulo's home run has given the Twins a 3-2 lead as the Blue Jays come up in the bottom of inning number 10. Save in this series. 1-2 pitch and a ground ball sharply hit to Knobloch, playing very deep at second, and there's 1 away. Well, our crew has given you tremendous shots. We want to congratulate our camera crew for the great job they've done and other. Fastball, and it's popped up. And Harper banged into Kelly Gruber at the plate. He makes the catch in fair territory, but in backing up Ryan Harper, not all the Blue Jay fans have given up. Maldonado hits a high fly ball, and this should do it. Kirby Puckett in center field makes the catch, and the ball game is over. Mike Pagliarulo's pinch hit home run in the 10th inning has given the Minnesota Twins a 3-2 victory, and now they lead 2-1 in the American League Championship Series.